Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my world. Welcome to the commerce world for you. Welcome back to the new interesting concepts and theories from the commerce world. Friends, if you like my video, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon for the notification of the videos. Follow my Instagram and Facebook page. The link is given in the description box. We are starting with a new fresh topic under the head business services. A helping hand to business organization is insurance. Let us study what is insurance, how the insurance company works, and how the types of insurance and the principles of insurance work for the insurance company as well as the policy holder. Let's start. Let's start with an online learning, students. So, students, have you ever heard the term insurance? You have also heard about car insurance, accidental insurance, bike insurance, home insurance, medical insurance, and so on. Let us study what is insurance. Meaning of insurance. Insurance is a means of protection from financial loss. Exactly, that is risk. It is a form of risk management primarily used to cover against the risk of uncertain event or uncertain loss. Insurance is the contract between the insurer and the insured, whereby the insurer agrees to compensate the insured against the loss. The insured has to pay a certain fixed sum of money on timely basis. Students, let me explain you what is insurance in a simple terms. इंश्योरेंस है क्या? इंश्योरेंस इज़ अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, एक एग्रीमेंट है दो पार्टीज़ के बीच में. फर्स्ट वन इज़ अ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी दैट इज़ नोन एज इंश्योरर, एंड नेक्स्ट वन इज़ अ पॉलिसी होल्डर, इंश्योर्ड पर्सन हु बाइज द इंश्योरेंस, इन विच जहाँ पर इंश्योरेंस कंपनी कंपनसेट करने के लिए, भुगतान करने के लिए रेडी है, आपका रिस्क उठाने के लिए रेडी है जिन्होंने इंश्योरेंस ख़रीदा है, ताकि अनफॉर्चुनेट इवेंट्स पर, ऐसा कुछ इवेंट्स हो जाता है जहाँ पर डेथ ऑफ द पर्सन हो जाता है या तो बिजनेस में लॉस हो जाता है, ऐसे इवेंट्स पे कंपनी उनको भुगतान करेगी, पूरा लॉस भरपाई करके देगी. मगर उसके लिए इंश्योर्ड पर्सन, जो लोग इंश्योरेंस ख़रीदते हैं, उनको रिस्क से बचने के लिए प्रीमियम देते रहना पड़ेगा. मतलब कुछ सम अमाउंट इंश्योरेंस कंपनी को देते रहना पड़ेगा, दैट इज़ नोन एज प्रीमियम. और अगर ऐसा कोई लॉस हो जाता है, अब प्रीमियम भरते भरते, तो इन जो भी लॉस होगा उसका पूरा भुगतान, पूरा कंपनसेशन इंश्योरेंस कंपनी करके देगी आपको. How can we define insurance? Insurance is a contract between insurance company, insurer, and the policyholder insured. In return of a consideration, the premium, the insurance company promised to pay a specified amount to the insured on the happening of specific events. Got it? According to the Insurance Act 1938, Dictionary of Business and Finance define insurance as follows. Insurance as a form of contract, agreement under which one party agrees in return for a consideration to pay an agreed amount of money to another party to make good a loss, damage or injury of something of value in which the insured has an interest as a result of some uncertain events. बेसिकली बोलने का मतलब तो यही है कि इंश्योरेंस इज़ द रिस्क बियरिंग कंपनी. इंश्योरेंस मीन्स प्रोटेक्शन फ्रॉम द फाइनेंशियल लॉस. इट इज़ अ फॉर्म ऑफ रिस्क मैनेजमेंट. इट अप्लाइज द रिस्क फ्रॉम द पॉलिसी होल्डर टू द इंश्योरेंस. स्टूडेंट्स, लेट अस स्टडी what are the basic concept or basic terms of insurance. First one is insured. Who is insured? A person or organization covered by the insurance policy, who is protected against the certain loss. He is basically a policy holder. The next one, insurer. A insurer is an insurance company, a firm or a person who agrees to compensate the insured against the loss for the consideration. and makes a policy for policyholder is a insurer, a company, insurance company. Next, premium, the amount paid by the policyholder, insured person, to the insurer, मतलब insurance company, it is known as premium. It is paid by the insured person to the insurer. The next one, policy, a statement of contract, a written contract or agreement between the insurer and an insured. It contains all the terms and conditions of the insurance contract. A policy is a statement of contract. Next, claim. It is a demand made by the insured to the insurer to compensate for loss occurred due to mishap. Basically, the claim is made by the policy holder to the insurer. जो पॉलिसी होल्डर है, जिन्होंने इंश्योरेंस ख़रीदा था, वो क्लेम करेंगे कि अभी हमारा लॉस हो चुका है, अब हम मुझे भुगतान करके दे दीजिए टू द इंश्योर. A proposal is a written request by the insured, the policy holder, to the insurance company to issue the insurance policy. Next one, subject matter. It refers to the subject or entity, that is life, property or cargo or ship, which is insured, against which policy is taken. Students, let us learn about why the insurance is important. Why there is a need to take an insurance by each and every individual or an entity. Let's start. First one, insurance provide protection against the occurrence of uncertain events which are very unfortunate in nature. Every business organization or individual should get protected by the unfortunate event, so the insurance is taken by the insurance company. Next, insurance eliminate the risk and share the losses. If a business organization is in huge loss, the insurance company share the loss by compensating the loss amount. Next, insurance company provide cooperative method of spreading risk. There are various kind of risks associated with the business organization as well as with the life. There is a cooperative basis where the risk can be shared among themselves. Insurance companies are various kinds and provide various products. Therefore, it facilitates international trade also. Next, insurance serves as an agency for the capital formation. The premium collected by the insurance companies formed as a capital which can be invested in various other products and businesses so that the returns can be manageable as a claim. Insurance company also serves financial support to the business organization as well as medical support to people who have come across the uncertain event. And also the insurance company increases the source of employment. The employees working in the insurance company as well as the people or the business entities running accordingly by the insurance are also helped by them. Hence, there are various important and needs of insurance which in the earlier times helps to manage the people to run a successful business as well as the life. Students, let us learn about principles of insurance. There are certain principles of insurance in which the insurance company hold its base. First one, utmost good faith, insurable interest, principle of indemnity, principle of contribution, principle of subrogation, principle of mitigation of loss, principle of causa proxima. Let us learn one by one what are the principles of insurance and as well as what are the examples of insurance. First one, principle of utmost good faith. According to this principle, both the party, insurer and the insured, should enter into the contract in a good faith. Means there should be a loyalty in the partnership agreement. Insured should provide all the information that impacts the subject matter. All the information should be disclosed with honesty. Insurer should provide all the details regarding the insurance contract. Whatever the contract is written about shall be explained in detail to the insured person. For example, John took a health insurance policy. At the time of taking policy, he was a smoker and he didn't disclose this fact. At a point of time, he got cancer. Insurance company won't pay anything to John because he didn't revealed any such important fact. There is a deviation or a breach of principle of utmost good faith. Good faith means to have a belief. Both the parties should believe in each other as the principle of utmost good faith shows on. And the next one, principle of insurable interest. Insured must have insurable interest on the subject matter. मतलब कोई ना कोई फ़ायदा होना चाहिए अगर हम इंश्योरेंस ख़रीद रहे हैं. वैसे ही इंश्योरेंस कंपनी भी को भी कुछ ना कुछ फ़ायदा और या एडवांटेज इंश्योर्ड को दिखाना चाहिए. इन केस ऑफ लाइफ इंश्योरेंस, the dependent or the wife of the insurers or the spouse may have insurable interest in the life of the person. Corporation also have insurable interest in the life of the employee. Like, for example, in a life insurance, the insurable interest refer to the life insured. Insurable interest must exist at the time of taking a life insurance policy. इसका मतलब ये है, if a spouse or a children are dependent on the bread earning of the family, मतलब means the father. If the father dies, he should have a insurable interest कि अगर उनके मरने के बाद उनके स्पॉस को या तो उनके बच्चों को कुछ ना कुछ अमाउंट तो मिलना चाहिए, ये उनका बेनिफिट है. तो ये प्रिंसिपल है ऑफ इंश्योरेबल इंटरेस्ट. एंड द नेक्स्ट वन, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इंडेमनिटी. What is principle of indemnity? Indemnity means guarantee. Indemnity का मतलब क्या होगा? Guarantee. Or the assurance to put the insured in the same financial position in which he was immediately prior to the happening of uncertain event. This principle is applicable to fire and marine insurance, not on the life insurance, because when the life is lost cannot be recovered. The principle of indemnity only refers to the goods and services and the properties, not in the life. Under this principle, the insurers agreed to compensate the insured person for the actual loss suffered. जितना भी लॉस हुआ होगा वो पूरा इंश्योरेंस कंपनी भुगतान कर कर दे देगी. The amount of actual compensation is limited to the amount of assured of the loss, whichever is the less. For example, if a property is insured for rupees 2 lakhs and if the loss of the fire is 1 lakh, then the insured can claim compensation for 1 lakh only. And the next example, a person insured a car for 2.5 lakh against damage of an accident. Due to the accident, he suffered a loss of only 1.5 lakh. Then the insurance company will compensate him only 1.5 lakh, not 2.5, because the purpose behind the indemnity clause is to compensate the loss, not to gain the profit by the insured. Okay? And the next one, principle of contribution. Principle of contribution states that this principle is applicable to all the contracts where the insured has taken out more than one policy for the same risk or subject matter. Let us understand what this means. Under this principle, the insured can claim the compensation only to the extent of actual loss, either from one insurer or the insurers. If the one insurer pay the full compensation, then the insurer can claim proportionate amount from the other insurers from whom insurers has taken the policy. समझने वाली ये बात है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अ पर्सन हैज़ टेकन द इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी फॉर द सेम प्रॉपर्टी फॉर मोर देन वन इंश्योरेंस. 2 या 3 कंपनी से उन्होंने इंश्योरेंस लिया है सेम प्रॉपर्टी पर. अब अगर लॉस होता है तो एक कंपनी पूरा कंपनसेशन या लॉस नहीं पे करेगी. वो क्या करेगी, हर एक कंपनी को प्रपोर्शनेट बांटा जाएगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मिस साइली इंश्योर्ड हर प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ ₹2,50,000 विथ 2 इंश्योरर्स. 2 कंपनियों से इंश्योरेंस लिया था. ₹1 lakh, that is 2.5 of the property value, and 1,50,000, that is 3/5 of the total value. If the Sayali property is destroyed and the loss is of ₹1,20,000, then both the insurance company will contribute toward the actual loss, that is 1,20,000. Thus the company will pay proportionately. ₹48,000 by the first company and second company 72,000. जितना जिनका लॉस बनता है वैसे. Next example, Raj has a property worth ₹5 lakh. He took an insurance from both the companies, company A and company B. Company A का था ₹3 lakh, company B का था ₹1 lakh. In the case of accident, if there is a loss of ₹3 lakh, Raj can claim ₹3 lakh, but after that he can make a profit by making a claim to the company B. Now company A can make a claim from company B to for a proportionate loss claim value. ए कंपनी पूरा कंपनी का पैसा नहीं देगी, लॉस का पैसा नहीं देगी, वो बी से भी मदद मांगेगी और प्रपोर्शनेटली भरा जाएगा. दिस इज़ नोन एज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन. एंड द नेक्स्ट वन, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ सब्रोगेशन. Under this principle, if the insured, the policy holder, is compensated for the loss due to damage of the property insured, then the right of the ownership, मालिकाना हक, of such property passes to the insurer, मतलब इंश्योरेंस कंपनी. मानने के लिए बात यह है, ये प्रिंसिपल ऑफ सब्रोगेशन स्टेट्स दैट अगर इंश्योरेंस कंपनी ने जितना आपका लॉस हुआ है डैमेज से वो पूरी भरपाई करके दे दिया, उसके बाद उसका जो मालिकाना हक है वो किसके ऊपर चले जाएगा, इंश्योरेंस कंपनी के पास. अभी जो इंश्योर्ड था उसके पास कोई भी उसका हक नहीं बचेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लेट्स टेक एन एग्जाम्पल. मिस्टर राम ओन्स 2 व्हीलर. उनके पास एक बाइक थी. द व्हीकल वॉज स्टोलन एंड सब्सिक्वेंटली मिस्टर राम फाइल्ड कंप्लेंट टू द लोकल पुलिस ऑफिसर. Upon receiving the report from the police, an insurance company compensate fully to Mr. Ram the loss of vehicle. कंपनी ने पूरा जितना भी भरपाई होता है वो पूरा भरकर दे दिया. Later on, the stolen vehicle was recovered by the police. वही 2 व्हीलर पुलिस को मिल जाती है. In this situation, the owner of the vehicle does not have any claim. अब जो मिस्टर राम है उनके पास कोई भी हक नहीं बचता कि वो क्या करे, वो उस व्हीकल को अपना सके फिर से, बिकॉज उनका जो लॉस है वो सब्रोगेट हो चुका है, कंपनसेट हो चुका है. उनका जो ओनरशिप है वो ट्रांसफ़र हो गई इंश्योरेंस कंपनी के. अब नाउ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी हैज़ एवरी राइट टू सेल और स्क्रैप इट. वो चाहे तो वो 2 व्हीलर को बेच भी सकती है या तो उसको स्क्रैप भी कर सकती है. एंड द नेक्स्ट वन, Principle of mitigation of loss. Insured must always try to minimize the loss of property in case of uncertain event. The insured must take all the possible measures and necessary steps to control and reduce the losses. For example, this principle states that in event of uncertain events, हो सकता है एक फैक्ट्री में आग लग गई हो और वहाँ पे उनका ओनर पहुँच जाता है पर आग बुझाता नहीं है, तो ये मिटिगेशन ऑफ लॉस का प्रिंसिपल का ब्रिज हो जाएगा. ईच एंड एवरी ओनर ऑफ द पॉलिसी होल्डर शेल मेक मिटिगेशन ऑफ लॉस. जितना हो सके कम से कम लॉस किया जाए. Hence, it is a responsibility of the insured to protect the property and avoid loss. For example, a house of Mr. Jayant is on fire due to electrical short circuit. In this case, Mr. Jayant cannot remain passive or calm and must try his best to save the house from the fire. Mr. Jayant must be active and cannot watch the house burn just because the house is insured. For example, Anam took an insurance policy for his house. In a cylindrical blast, his house burned. He should have called the nearest fire station so that the loss could be minimized. In this tragic scenario, Mr. John must try his level best to stop the fire by the possible mean, asking neighbor for the emergency fire extinguisher, water, etc. He must not remain inactive and watch the house burning, hoping, why should I worry? I have insured my house. This is not the case. There should be always mitigation of loss, as the insurance company will support you in the loss. Next, principle of causa proxima. What does the word causa proxima means? Means the nearest cost. सबसे नज़दीक वाला कॉज क्या हुआ है, नज़दीक वाला दुर्घटना क्या हुई है. एन एक्सीडेंट में बी कॉज्ड बाय वन और मोर कॉजेस. एक से ज़्यादा वजह हो सकती है अगर एक्सीडेंट होता है तो. द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ कॉजा प्रॉक्सिमा मीन्स व्हेन अ लॉस इज कॉज्ड बाय वन और मोर causes, then proximate cause of loss shall be taken into consideration to decide the liability of the insurer. The property is insured against some causes and not against all the causes. In such case, the proximate cause of loss is to be found. If the proximate cause is one of which the insured against, the insurance company is bound to pay the compensation and vice versa. An accident must be caused by more than one cause. In case property insured from one or more cause, in such cases nearest cause of accident is found out. क्या बोला जा रहा है, इंश्योरेंस कंपनी ढूंढेगी कि वो जो कॉज हुआ है, जो वजह से वो बर्बाद हुआ है या डैमेज हुआ है या डिस्ट्रॉय हुआ है सामान, उसकी नियरेस्ट वजह क्या है. अगर उससे इंश्योरेंस कंपनी इंश्योर्ड है तभी ही इंश्योरेंस कंपनी आपको पैसे देगी, वरना आपको पैसे नहीं देगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अ कार्गो शिप बेस वॉज पंचर्ड ड्यू टू rats and so the sea water entered into the cargo. Here there are two causes for the damage of the cargo ship. The cargo ship getting punctured because of rats. Secondly, the sea water entering the ship through the puncture. The risk of sea water is ensured by first cause is not. The nearest cause of damage is the sea water which is insured, and therefore the insurer must pay the compensation. Now, second example, a house was insured against the risk of theft. चोरी से बचने का इंश्योरेंस किया गया था. There was a theft in the house and before leaving the house was set on the fire by thieves. Now there are two cause of loss, theft and fire, and the nearest cause of loss was fire, as the house was insured against theft and not by fire. The insured will not get any compensation from the insurance company for loss by fire, but he will get the compensation for the property lost by theft. Student, how the insurance company work? Insurance company collect the premium from so many policy holders and pays to the claimants, the person who are claiming for the loss. Meanwhile, a huge amount is collected from the policyholder and a small portion of amount is distributed as a claims. And this is how the insurance company works. There are types of insurance. We will be learning about fire insurance, life insurance and marine insurance and their types. Let's go through the types of insurance. Students, here we have wrapped up our topic, principle of insurance and how the insurance company works. Hope you all are enjoying the online lectures and studying as per the pattern. You should study, stay positive, stay relevant, stay home, stay safe and enjoy the learning process. Bye bye, take care, complete the assignments and thank you so much.